Other people's tier lists are soft. Peanut Butter Gamer's Zelda tier list, weak sauce. Oh, Smash Ultimate tier list, cowards. Tier lists about tier lists. Actually, that one's pretty good. I kind of wish I would have done that instead. But we're doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your butts, because we're about to do the ultimate gaming tier list. Kinda. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of that Cybert channel. I'm Dan Cybert, and I have spent way too much time putting together 75 different prominent gaming franchises together for one ultimate game tier list. Kinda. I mean, it only has 75, and there's clearly more than 75 franchises out there, but if I would have added any more, this video would have been 2 hours long, and there's only a select few of you that would watch me that long. I've seen a ton of tier lists, and I'm sure you've seen a ton as well, which of course means that I'm hitting this right as the fab is ending in classic Cybert fashion. But I really wanted to share with you some of my thoughts on some of the more prominent franchises out there. Some of them you've probably played, some you probably haven't, some that you're going to get mad at the tier that I put them in. But you wanna know something? My opinion. It's my opinion, and it might be wrong. So I pulled franchises from a bunch of different categories. I pulled some from Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, Microsoft, and then just kind of third-party general franchises as well. We're gonna be going category by category, placing them into our tier list, and for the sake of time, there may be a few games that I don't specifically talk about, but I will slide them into our tier list in fancy graphics. It's the only thing I got going for this channel, it's just graphics. Future Dan, put 10 graphics on the screen. Beautiful. That is amazing. You're a beautiful human being. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's kick it off with Nintendo franchises. All right, kicking us off, Super Mario. Now, what can be said about Super Mario that's never been said? Turns out nothing. It's just one of the most amazing franchises, in my opinion. Super Mario Odyssey was just, it was so good. I mean, that being said, it's not perfect every time, so I don't know. I'm gonna put this as an A. I don't want to start off with an S tier. The Legend of Zelda is the best franchise of all time. I don't care what you say. I don't care that the CDI games exist. I simply do not care. So it is S tier. I don't think a lot of you are gonna argue with me on that point, but I do think that Zelda is better than Mario. Kirby has a special place in my heart. Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo, which we covered. He can hit the eye right there. Check in the monitor, make sure I hit it right. You can hit the eye. I did a review of the Super Nintendo, and we will do a DS review soon. I don't think it's S tier. I definitely think it's A tier though. Pokemon! Pokemon. I haven't finished Let's Go, so it's a B tier. I don't know, I really like Pokemon, but it comes a point in time where I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I don't need to play this anymore. When I finished Breath of the Wild, the first thing I wanted to do was start a new game, and I don't get that with Pokemon. Animal Crossing, I only played for the GameCube, and I loved it, but I wasn't in love with it. So I understand it's very good. I will be picking it up for Switch when it comes out, the new Animal Crossing, but for me, again, that's a B. The Mother series. Okay, Earthbound, I finally played only a couple years ago, and it's phenomenal. It's easily one of the best games I've ever played personally. I'm giving this a solid A, knowing that I've only played one game out of the franchise, but it was such a great game. I loved it. Fire Emblem. I've never played. It goes in the never played pile. So I just throw it out now. When I put something in the never played, feel free to go to the comments and suggest a good starter game for me, because I would love to know which game in the franchise I should start with, if it is one of those games where you can just kind of hop in wherever you need to be. So, but Fire Emblem, never played. Never played. Metroid, I freaking love Metroid Prime. The Metroid Prime trilogy is some of my favorite games of all time. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. I have like if there was a tier list of my favorite games, they'd just all be S. I just have so much love to give. Metroidvania is one of my favorite type of games. I realize Castlevania isn't on this tier list. But still, I'm gonna give Metroid an A. It would be an S, but other M was a thing. I'm a kid, I'm a squid, and that's a beer tier. I put Splatoon in B, mostly because the matchmaking infuriates me. If it improves, or has improved on the matchmaking side of things, maybe I should go back. Maybe it's an A now. Who knows? We're on to Sega. This one is gonna be it's gonna be a ride, because we're starting with Sonic. Put up 15 pictures of the Sonic movie. Why is this happening? I have a great conspiracy theory, by the way, of the Sonic movie. I think that they've had the corrected version of Sonic this entire time, and that they put the trailer out with the old version of Sonic, so we get all mad and we talk about it, and then we feel like we won. And because we feel like we won, we're like, oh great, now the movie's gonna be great, but it's not gonna be great. It's gonna be on the level of Yogi the Bear and Woody the Woodpecker. Don't see it. Wait for that shit to stream on free stream. Wait for it to be free on stream. Anyway, Sonic's a B, not an A. Phantasy Star. Now, the only Phantasy Star I've ever played, and I'm sure a lot of you have only played, is Phantasy Star Online, which is, oh, it's so good. That game alone gets an A tier, just because of Phantasy Star Online. I've never played any of the earlier ones. I don't know how good they are, but goddamn, and one game carries the franchise. Streets of Rage. I'm so excited for Streets of Rage. Also, another iCard. One of those talking about fans making games. But Streets of Rage 4 looks great. Streets of Rage was one of the first side-scrolling beat-em-up games I've ever played besides Turtles in Time. For me, Streets of Rage defines what a side-scrolling beat-em-up is. It's an A. I'm giving it an A. I've been really positive lately. Let's get angry. Let's talk about Alex the Kid and how it's bullshit. If you've never played Alex the Kid, I do not think you're missing anything. I have, for my Sega Master System, Alex Kidd in High Tech World. The future Dan, put up the box art. Thank you. I've played this game 2 or 3 times, thinking that, hey, maybe this time I'll enjoy the game. And guess what? Every single time I hate it. I'm gonna put this a D. This is a D. I'm gonna go ahead and say, let's relabel this as mistakes were made. Space Channel 5. When I played Space Channel 5 for Game Tavern, Jerica had a great time. I had a miserable time because I couldn't figure it out. So with that in mind, I give it a C. I would give it a mistakes were made if I could. But I know at the end, I'm just bad at the game, and the game's probably really good, so that's on me. So it gets the C. Super Monkey Ball. My Super Monkey Ball experience has been once playing multiplayer with someone that was much better at it, who's generally not good at games, and when I was getting destroyed, I got salty. So, do what I think we need to do. I think we need to add a new row, and I think we need to name this row Games That Make Dan Salty. Perfect. You want to know something? Let's put Space Channel 5 on there as well. Just Super Monkey Ball, Space Channel 5, Games That Make Dan Salty. Echo the f***ing Dolphin. God damn it. We need a new row. Games Dan knows are bad, but still loves. Perfect. That's how I feel about Echo the Dolphin. I know it's bad. I know it's real bad, but I still love it. Wonder Boy. You don't know this yet, but it's literally the best franchise of all time. It simply is. Wonder Boy 3 and the Dragon's Trap is so ahead of its time. It's so good. It's S tier, and I don't care. I don't care what you say. It's S tier. Let's move on to some PlayStation franchises. And there are a few PlayStation franchises that are now cross-platform, so they're in the third-party ones, so just give me a heads up. Crash Bandicoot will be soon. Let's kick it off with God of War. And God of War, oh my god, the newest God of War is so good. I've played the original trilogy, and if you don't worry about the other spin-offs, God of War's so good. It's S. It's S tier. Ratchet and Clank. I love this franchise, mostly because it's just about blowing shit up. That's an A. I'm gonna slap that in an A. You could slap that in an A too, you wouldn't be wrong. Jak and Daxter is a really confusing series, and I don't know what it wanted to be. Like, it was a platformer, and then it was Grand Theft Auto, and then it was a racing game. I'm gonna give it a C, because it needs to see what it is deep down inside. Metal Gear Solid. So, confession time, I've played the first Metal Gear Solid. That's it. I think I can hear Bob screaming. Every time I play it, I have a great time, but usually with stealth games, it's one of the games that if I don't beat it fast enough, I kind of lose interest and kind of wander off. Metal Gear Solid is a B. I'm gonna give it a B. The Last of Us, that's S tier. There's no question. It's just S tier. It's so good. And I know it's not really a franchise, but it kind of is a franchise because it has 2 games. So, Last of Us, S. Ape Escape. Slap that in the never played. Medieval. I've played the first one. I am so excited for the remake because I don't think I actually ever finished Medieval. I played the demo we had on the PlayStation demo disc. I played that all the damn time. I loved it. So I'm gonna give that a B. That's a solid B. That is an admirable B. Uncharted. Uncharted is so good. I still need to finish it. And with that in mind, I'm still giving a rating of an A. Tekken. I don't know if you guys know this, but I suck at fighting games that aren't Smash. So that is a game that makes Dan salty. I cannot figure out fighting games to save my life. Twisted Metal. Oh, how I want a Twisted Metal to come back and be good. I know they tried it a while ago, and I was so excited for it, and then I never picked it up. And then I heard that it was meh. So Twisted Metal, I'm gonna give that a C. We on to Xbox, and there's not a whole lot of Xbox to go around, but there is Xbox. So let's get into it. Boom. Halo. Halo is great. The first 3 games are great. I love the first 3 Halos. After that, like, Halo 4 was pretty good. I liked the multiplayer on 4. I didn't pick up 5. I was not interested. For me, that's a B. Halo's a B. Gears of War. I have a bone to pick with Gears of War. My buddy and I played through the entire game, and the final scene triggered me so hard. Just the story and everything just... Ugh, it was frustrating. I'm giving it a C. Fable. I'm gonna be bold. I think mistakes were made. No, severe mistakes, but I think Fable continually disappointed me more than I had fun with it. Every time I pick up a Fable game, I'm like, I'm so excited about this. I love the idea that my choices really change everything. And then I get into it, and then I'm like, well, this didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. That's the problem when you promise big and don't deliver. You get put into a tier list by some dumbass on the internet. Banjo-Kazooie. So I never had an N64 growing up, so a lot of these classic platformers I never got a chance to really play, and I finally got to play Banjo-Kazooie a while ago, and it's so good. It's so good. I'm putting it A tier. It's an A. Forza. Now, I wanted to put at least one racing game in on here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that into games that make Dan salty. I just want Mario Kart at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna do a racing game, I just want Mario Kart. What does that make me? A weakling. That's fine. I'll take the hit. I'll take the L. I'm taking the L! Minecraft. Not really a franchise, but considering how massive it is, I figure I might as well talk about it. For me, and I know this is bold, and I know this might piss a lot of people off, I think it's S tier. I honestly think Minecraft is S tier. And if you want to argue that point with me, I'd like to point out that it is still the most popular game on YouTube to this date. So its track record speaks for itself. I always have a good time when I play Minecraft. I love modding the hell out of my games. I'm gonna give it an S. I might even play Minecraft after this. Why the hell not? Let's get into some third-party franchises. Franchises from all over on multiple different platforms, or it's just on PC. Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash Bandicoot with all of my heart and soul, but with that, I can't give it an S. I have to give it an A because everyone has seen how angry I get when I play that game. Spyro the Dragon. Now, this was a franchise I never played as a kid, but started playing the Reignited trilogy, and it brought us this good boy. So in my eyes, it's still an A. I'm gonna give it an A. Both Crash and Spyro didn't do too well after the original trilogy, but I still think they're an A. Diablo. Diablo's so good. I wasn't a big fan of 3, and then they made a bunch of changes, and now I'm a fan of 3. I'm gonna give it the S tier. I'm gonna give that shit the S tier. My brothers and I love Diablo. Diablo 2 was a huge part of my life. I think it deserves to sit up there. StarCraft, another game that I grew up with. I loved playing on my computer, but I do not think it's S-class material. I'm gonna give it an A. I'm running out of room for A's. No more A's! World of Warcraft, or just Warcraft in general. I'm about to piss off about 90% of my friends. I'm gonna give it a C. I'd bring back the D if I could. That seems wrong. I've tried. I've tried so hard to get into World of Warcraft, and every single time I try, I just go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't have a good time when I play it. It's a C for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII will always have a special place in my heart. I played Final Fantasy 13 and went, well, that was the game. But Final Fantasy X was also really good, and I really enjoyed 15, even though I stopped after the plot started having huge freaking holes. But I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B because it's just solid all the way around. So, admirable. Very good. Very good. Monster Hunter. Now, Monster Hunter is a fantastic game and deserves to be in the A slot. Wait, I've never finished one of them. I'm gonna give it a B. Doom. That's an S. That's an S. You're adding a new tier. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. Doom's too good. I don't care what you say. Doom's too good. Quake. I've started playing through Quake because a lot of you guys, after I finished the Doom franchise, told me that I need to play Quake. And I remember playing Quake, what was it? Quake 3, Team Arena. Team Arena? Quake 3, Team Arena? I hope that's right. My brothers and I played that a lot. We even had a map maker and made our own custom maps to put into the game, which was super fun. But playing through the franchise again, it feels bland. Like, it feels like Doom, but bland. So I'm gonna give it a C. I mean, it's good. I do think as I continue to play it, it might go up. But for now, I'm gonna give it a C. Fallout. I liked Fallout 4. I never finished it. I felt like I kind of got everything I needed out of it, just exploring. And it's really not much unless you have mods. So I'm gonna give it a C. I mean, I'd probably put into mistakes were made if I could, but I won't. But I did. But I won't. Elder Scrolls, again, it's a C. It's the same issue with Fallout. Persona. I want to play Persona 5 so bad. After playing Joker and Ultimate and just kind of hearing general thoughts around the internet, I want to play it so bad, but I've never played it yet. So I'm going to create a new row. Can I add? I get one more row. And we're going to name this. Damn, I want to play that. Damn, I'll make it pink. Damn, I want to play it. Putting in Persona 5. Five Nights at Freddy's. I have such a love-hate relationship with this franchise. I liked the first two. I thought they were really good. And then the series kept going. And I'm like, why isn't it feeling like it's getting better? And then I had to keep doing internet videos on it. And then I was just like, oh my God, this thing is draining my life. And then I realized the cornerstone of my life and how I live as a human being is off of this franchise. And I have a very existential problem with Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm okay, guys. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Now, I had to put this one on here. To the Moon. I love To the Moon. As from a story standpoint, from everything, it's just so beautifully done. And I know we haven't finished Finding Paradise, and I have some very complicated feelings about that. All I can say is we're trying, and do what? I'm gonna put that A. Definitely A. BIOSHOck. I love it. I love BIOSHOck. Can I slam that? Whoa, look at that. It makes a new row. It's an A. 100% an A. I love BioShock. Dark Souls. That's never played, probably never will. After my Sekiro stream and how terrible that went, I think I'm good. Half-Life. Half-Life it defines everything, right? It defines everything we know as a first-person shooter. I mean, besides Doom. I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give Half-Life an A. I can't wait for the third game. I'm really excited about it. Can't wait for it to drop any day now. This joke doesn't work anymore, right? Jackbox Games. I want to put this on here. I'm gonna give that an S tier. You wanna know why? Because I can't scroll up. Jackbox Games is always fun, and they always do such a great job making games that everyone can enjoy. It's an S tier. It's just good game design. It's just good fun. Anyone could play. It even made my dad chuckle, and that's impressive. Mortal Kombat. That's a game that makes Dan salty. Street Fighter, again. Game that makes Dan salty. I do not remember the last time I played Street Fighter. This is just processing right now. Civilization, Civ 5 was my jam. It was I just need to tune out and play some games that I always played. Civ 5 was so relaxing. With that in mind, I'm really bad at it, so I'm gonna give it a B. MDB, help me! Borderlands, it's so good, is one of my favorites. I'm gonna slap that in the S tier. It's Borderlands. I'm so excited for the third one. It looks like so much fun. No one has been able to capture randomized gun looting like they have. No one. Call of Duty! Modern Warfare 2 was my real first dive into Call of Duty, and it was phenomenal. Since then, I have learned I suck at it, and that's that. With that in mind, I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give it a C because it kind of just, each iteration just kind of becomes the same. Battlefield. Now that's an interesting one, right? Now there was a period of time where I was like, Battlefield is way better than Call of Duty. It's slower. I don't feel like I'm dying every time I turn a corner. But at the same time, like, it just eventually became a pile of crap too. I'm gonna put it in the C. That's a good C. Ladies and gentlemen, I've completed the ultimate tier list. Gaze upon how Doom triumphs over all of them. And that might be because I'm just playing Doom 2016 right now, and I was just like, wow, this is a really good game, and it's got actually really in-depth lore that I really need to dive into. But behold how great this is, the ultimate tier list. Now, I've included a link down below so you can fill out your own ultimate tier list. Also, if you end up doing it, make sure you post to the social medias using this hashtag here. I haven't decided when I recorded this, but now that I'm in post, I can write whatever the hell I want. So that's what it's gonna be. What's that, Midna? We have time for a bonus tier list? That's crazy! You're crazy! All right, what's the bonus tier list? Oh, f my life. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I did put together a bonus tier list, and no, I didn't totally do this so I can put FNAF fan games in the tag. Shut up. Since we've done so many FNAF fan games, let's put them into a tier list. Let's slap them on in. Five Nights at Candy's. Liked it, but a little too much like a clone of the other ones. Never played the other ones. I'm gonna give it an A, though. It's solid. Joy of Creation. This, to me, is the pinnacle of the FNAF, even the FNAF genres itself. Joy of Creation is just so goddamn good all the way through. Just, tasty. Five Nights at Wario's. Do what? Let's just change the D tier to a, it has a bunch of Google images. I stand by that review. Five Nights at Sonic, I like what it was trying to do. I thought it was admirable. I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give that a C. Five Nights at Madness. This needs a new row. Games that frustrated Dan so much he was brought to drinking heavily. Perfect. That's Five Nights at Madness. My personal opinion. Five Nights at the Chum Bucket. That one was so good. That's an A. I would almost give it an S if the previous game would have worked on my computer. Five Nights of Love. I thought that was really fun, but it's definitely not an A. I think it's a solid B. Five Nights at Boys. S tier, all the way. best 3 hours of my life I've spent doing these videos. And then One Night of Funties, that's S tier again. That one was also the best. Jolly. It's all right. I thought it was okay. It was kind of frustrating. I don't feel like the mechanics were told to me very well. I'm gonna give that one a B. Pop Goes. I liked Pop Goes, mostly because it introduced mechanics correctly and allowed me to build on it. That's an A. I'm giving it an A. Five Nights with Froggy. I'm gonna give that a B only because the story was phenomenal. Five Nights at Tattletale and Bendy. I definitely feel like it has a bunch of Google images. Doki Doki Literature Club, except it's a mediocre Fazbear World game. I'm gonna give this one a B. I liked it a lot, and I do think that that entire franchise has a lot to give. Creepy Puppet. Games that frustrated Dan so much he was brought to drinking heavily. That's Creepy Puppet. Five Nights at Pingus. That's a solid A. That's some solid meme. One Night with a Box is also another A, mostly because it's just top-notch memeage. Bonnie Simulator. I'm gonna give this one a B only because later on we have Chica Simulator. You know what? We'll do that now. Chica Simulator, definitely an A. 100% an A. Five Nights with 39. I like that one a lot. It gave me a good, I laughed a lot, but I don't know if it's A material. I'm definitely gonna give it a B though. It's a solid, a well-respected B. A well-respected B. And let's just put Five Nights 39 right there. Day Shift at Freddy's. That might be the most fun I ever had playing one of these fan games. I'm gonna give that an S. Pork Chops Adventure. Now, I know that this was a precursor or like a teaser for an actual Pork Chops game, which I never got to. I'm gonna give that one an A. That one was so good. Dormatibes, you guys told me 100% how to say it in the comments, and I already forgot. So, Dermatirmatures. I'm gonna give Dermatirmatures a well-respected B. It was good, but I do feel that the fact that I had to go look at instructions before every night was infuriating. Final Nights. Final Nights was perhaps one of the best looking games I played. That one's definitely an A. Bubba's Diner. I thought it was fun. The more I think about it, I was like, it's okay. That's a B. I'm gonna give that one a B. Five Nights at Treasure Island. Now, it's classic, right? The first FNAF fan game to really appear. I'm gonna give it an A out of respect. Five Nights at Pinkie Pies. Needs its own tier. Hold on. It's FNAF 1, but with ponies tier. It's just FNAF 1 with ponies. Five Nights at Undertale. I thought that was good, but I felt like it wasn't quite there. I'm gonna give that one a C. Five Nights with Mac Tonight is 100% an A. That one I had such a good time with, even though I died horribly, but like that final night was money. Scott in Space. Fun, few fun mini games, but there's not a whole lot of meat to it. I thought it was fun, but I'm gonna give it a C. Super FNAF. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna go C. It's just the controls continued to take me out of that game so often. I haven't checked on the second one in a while. That one was looking very good and more what I wanted to see from Super FNAF. Gonna make a tier right there specifically for this, but then I'm gonna give it a B. It's a pretty good game. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. A huge shout out to these people who are just phenomenal human beings that have been supporting the channel for so long. Thank you so much. So I know I have been posting more sporadically, and that's because I'm rapidly approaching my wedding day, and so I've been spending a lot of time jumping between my day job and that, and because of that, this channel has been kind of on the back burner and being done when I can. But after the wedding, I'm hoping to come back with stronger, better, more fleshed out videos. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell. Ring the bell, sir. Ma'am, sir, ring the bell. Also, don't forget to watch some other videos you can see right now. And until next time, Cybert out.